Alright, so last episode we did brakes. This episode we are moving on to fuel system. All this is just the steps we have to take to get the car where we can drive it. Engine, as y'all seen, is built. Transmission has been gone through. But now we need to be able to stop the car, and fuel tank, we had to do some patchwork for it to even be able to be held underneath the car. So that's what I'm working on this one, is patching up the trunk where it holds the tank. And you can see my masterful patching working skills. But hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching. All right, do it again. Man, there's fire coming out underneath that. So it turns out I have to wait on parts. That's pretty normal. But I ordered hardware kit. Self-adjusters are all rusted. The wheel cylinders they're kind of bulging. The rubber part is bulging like there's rust underneath it, so I'm just gonna assume nothing good is happening, and replace it. Replace both the wheel cylinders. The brake shoes. One of the friction linings just fell off when I dropped the drum, so I thought probably better get some brake shoes as well. But a while back I ordered a gas tank. I have a bore scope that I use to look down in this tank, and it is just full of rust. So rather than, fight it for weeks trying to hope that probably need to get some safety glasses. But rather than fight it for a few weeks swapping out filters, I'm going to go ahead and put the gas tank in. And since I am waiting on parts for the brakes, I might as well do something with the parts I've got. Okay, we're going to have to get some safety glasses. But right now I'm just trying to unhook this fuel line. I could just cut it, but I'm probably going to have to anyway. I'm sure this old hose is not going to come off. The outside of this tank almost looks like it should be good. There's actual black paint on it. I'm not sure if that's factory or not. There's also undercoating here, or maybe it spilled gas and that made this black paint peel off, which is kind of what it looks like. But there's also a big dent right here, which I hadn't noticed until I got under here just now. But I have noticed quite a few things that make me think this.
That's what these old darts and dusters were known for. They're rally cars. No, not at all. But this one's been off the road. Had some stuff in the front suspension that was broken. I don't know what this weird little strap thing is on here. Gross. I guess, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was thinking that the vent stack should come off of it at the sending unit, but I see where the vent stack comes off in the same place the one I got. So, it's probably original. Although the black paint is kind of weird. This is some seriously hardened old rubber. Oh, come on. Man, every time I bump something, dirt falls in my face. So, if you're crawling under one and there's going to be a bunch of stuff falling near your face, your eyes, safety glasses. You don't have to, but it's probably going to make you have more time. So you're not going to have to go rinse them out with water, or even worse, go to the doctor. Hopefully. What? This. Yeah. Cut this fuel line. It's just. Yeah. And I'm going to put in some the bore scope footage that I have. Dang it. The bore scope footage that I have of this tank. So y'all can see what I was looking at and what made me just pull the trigger on ordering a tank, because it's maybe it would work, but it would be one of those deals where you have to swap in 100 fuel filters. And considering, maybe not really 100, but a lot. And frequently. Oof. The smell of gas tank. Oh, just cut the vent line. There's no gas in it. Oh, man. Got stuff in my ears, eyes. Let y'all see this here. So, this is the worst part of the floorboards on the whole car. It's the trunk, and it's mainly in this, in the spare tire well. Of course, you got some here. This is not good. Your straps for the tank, where those bolt, not good. You got some swelling in between these two pieces where the rust has flared it out. And then right here before the quarter panel extensions, there's some. But other than that, the frame rails on this car are better than I expected. considering. I came through here days ago, and you can kind of see this oily stuff here. I came through here a few days ago and sprayed these. Sprayed these with this All Free. I'm not sponsored by them. I paid for it. It just has worked really well. On every, now I'm not in a rush to take most of these bolts off. So usually what I do is I just spray them and then go on about my business. Really probably should get a jack. This one's better than the other. So this trunk, I might come in here and at least do some kind of patch. I don't really want to get into putting trunk pans on a car, especially this car. I don't want to. I'm already further invested in this thing than I ever planned to be. But it is what it is. At some point you get so deep that you got no choice but to keep on going to the end, whatever that is. When I initially saw the state of the bad cylinder on the engine, my immediate thought was to tear the thing apart and sell it. Because it is a 340 car, which is kind of cool, and they're kind of rare. And then he was able to fix it. Actually, that cylinder only had 20 over. Well, every other cylinder required 20 over, but that one cylinder had to have a sleeve, or it would have taken the whole motor to 60 over, so I chose not to do that. That'll do it. Man, so every time you touch it, it seems like something jumps off in my mouth. The whole trunk. I'm trying to fall in my mouth now. Let's try that again. You see how much stuff is falling every time I hit it with the impact. Ooh, that's hot. I'm going to buy a J-Walls. I was trying to avoid it, but I don't want to deal with these going back in. It'll be fine. straps. I suppose I could just cut the strap off. Dang it, man. It's kind of questionable whether you should support 16 gallons of gas from these strap points. Man. Nice if my glasses will quit fogging. I'll come back to it. I do believe that someday I should invest in a real electric impact. Not that the old pneumatic doesn't work. It does for sure. The electrics are just more convenient. And, you know, quieter. What did I do? There they are. I'm trying not to totally destroy this gear that this thing mounts on. I had to take a break because I got something in my eye, even though I was wearing safety glasses. So. There we go. That looked like it. I think I just twisted this thing. Twisted it. That's awesome. Alright, if we break it off, we break it off. But I don't want to break the ear off the bottom of the truck. You can see it doesn't look very strong, but straps are off, and I'm going to clear this stuff out of here, and then I'll try lowering this tank down. Hopefully these exhaust pipes don't get in my way too much. There's a whole pile of stuff I have to sweep up. And some blue stuff. It's like an old label or something. Here's a, looks like the cap to maybe the air shock filler tube or something. I discovered it's got air shocks on it just a few days ago. Not a surprise. But let's get that guy out of there, hopefully. Here's a hose clamp. Oh, that's stopping her. Come on. Nothing to be afraid of. Go get recycled. Turned into something else. Oops. Exhaust pipe is garbage. Oh yeah. I was not accounting for the fill tube, which is right up there. Can you even see it? It's right there. You can't see it. I can see it. But that exhaust pipe is going to make getting it off the fill tube a real pain in the butt. Well, let's drop that jack, see what happens. The exhaust is stopping it from moving this way, which is the direction it needs to go to get off that fill tube. It saws all that. Oh, I can smell gas smells, like old varnish smells. It's not good. Stinks. And that fill tube gasket is totally trapped. Maybe I'll put the jack back under it.
I will have 7 first priorities. Safety,
It's not on the jack. I thought for a moment it might be. Come on, feller. You can do it. I mean, it's getting down here. Alright, now maybe we'll try some pry bar on the other side. The gas tank being shaped around that spare tire well is not great. That exhaust is just killing me. Okay, that's enough fighting. part of it. There it is. Son of a buck. Just needed a little wiggle. When I look down here with my bore scope, it is pretty bad. But somewhere in there, oh my gosh. Huh. It's the worst one I've ever seen, but I actually saw like a little pocket flashlight laying in there with my bore scope. So somebody was trying to look down the filler tube and dropped their flashlight, it looked like. But like I say, I'll show you on bore scope. What's in there? Part of the pickup tube I did see laying back over on that corner side over there. This gas tank is exceptionally bad. Well, this sound deadening mat looks like it might make it, maybe. If not, I'm sure I can toss something up there that will work. But gas tank's out. Gonna have to figure out what I want to do with this trunk, and then we will go from there. Alright, so we're gonna get the trunk cleared out. So the trunk is full of parts I've taken off. But now I have to do some welding, so I could probably go back in the car. This is the build sheet. You're probably watching it saying you need to take that out of there, but there was one in the seat back and one in the seat bottom. This is the seat bottom, and I left it. It doesn't look like it's going to come out very well, so I've just left it there so somebody else will find it someday. And this is the seat back. As you can see, the seats are in pretty good shape. This will need to be kept up with for reassembly. Original spare, original jack is right over here. The original tire tool is over here. That is low ash for gasoline and liquid petroleum engines, 30 weight oleo. It's some brand. I don't know what. I've been in the trunk. We had to get in the trunk to get, when we took the back seat out. It needs a new lock. So I will at some point have to replace that because we have no keys. This goes on transmission. When we go to reassemble, it's just the plate that covers up the torque converter and flex plate and all that. This trunk does have some rust in it. It's not terrible. I wouldn't think bad enough to warrant replacing the whole trunk floor. So I'm going to take this stuff out and I'm going to show you the part I plan on actually replacing. Like I say, this may be even the original tire. Goodyear Polyglass F70-14. They sized them different. Looks like it's been spun once or twice. It's a custom wide tread. It's kind of cool. I'll give you up close and personal in this trunk here. Give you the full tour. You can see pretty clear back here. It's nice. I mean, it's clean. You see some water has clearly been making it in, and that is probably from these bad spots around the trunk seal here. And just, man, this car is so strangely rusted that, I mean, the quarters are available. This section's available. The quarters probably just need to be replaced because you're coming up here and dealing with this crap too. You know, and what's on the bottom. The tail panel they don't make, but it's not insane. But let's not get too far off into bodywork. The reason we're even worried about the trunk is because I'm trying to hang a new fuel tank, and you can see the fuel tank hangs from this piece. You can see it is rusted pretty much all the way around, and then fuel tank is 16 gallons. You can see the whole section underneath the hanger there. It's pretty much garbage. So I didn't want to fabricate this piece. Actually, I didn't want to fabricate any of it, but this piece here is only 34 bucks, and that piece is rusted out, as well as the floor that supports it. 16-gallon tank hangs from this, and 6 gallons, or each gallon of fuel is 6 pounds, which means you got 90 something gallons worth of 96 gallons worth of fuel weight, plus 14 gallon or 14 pound tank, probably 110 pounds hanging from something that's pretty sketchy. Probably would support it, but if it doesn't and just pulls this through the floor, then your gas tank's coming unhooked while you're driving down the road. So I've got this piece. This piece, however, the whole trunk floor you can get, or wheel well, spare tire well floor. The circular part of it you can order, but it's almost $200. So I'm not doing that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut what's bad here. I'm going to patch it with steel from over there, and then I'm going to rehang the part that supports the fuel tank. Beyond just what you see back here, you got some, I mean, just not terrible spots, just little holes, and as I vacuum this, I'm sure it's going to show up some more, but, you know, it's just not, I don't know that it constitutes replacing the floor. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it doesn't, so it's It's my intention not to. And so I'll vacuum this first, and then see what I'm going to do. I need to get, measurements prior to taking this out so that I know where it's at. Some of it looks so good. I'll back it up here, but just like the whole car, there's really good parts and there's some kind of sketchy, questionable parts. I could live without the ladder, but I don't think that's how cars work. Alright, let me get a vacuum and clean this thing. Alright. Scrapers, so count them out. Don't need a scraper. Yeah, maybe. Get the seam sealer out of here. Yeah, I could cut the whole circle out and patch a flat piece of metal in there. Kind of don't want to, but I am strongly considering coming down here, taking this hole out. Alright, so I was contemplating doing this with the death wheel, but man, they're so loud, they make such a mess. I'm going to try and do it with these sheet metal shears. We'll see. I probably won't be able to get this area with the shears, so I may have to come and death wheel just that section. Everything else I think I can get. Whatever. Let's try some cutting.
We got to move along, we got to live it up all night long. Make no mistaking, we won't be breaking. Everybody sing along. High, high, silver moon, I wanna see you move.
That's that little guy. Poked me. Oh, that piece of wire wheel stuck in this thing. Clean that up a bit. That's that. See, we got lines. Of course, we gotta, do the rest of the stuff first. We have a hole, and then we put that thing, we take that, do stuff, mark out the metal. I have the little tool that makes a flange here, which I think I'm going to go ahead and use. Makes a flange so the patch panel can lay flush in there. I believe I'm going to go ahead and use that, but that means I'm going to have to make my panel a little bit oversized. So what I think I'll do is flange this thing with that tool, and then come in here and probably take a piece of paper and trace my pattern, cut it out, and then translate that into metals. But we certainly have a hole where there once was no hole. You can kind of see this guy here. Ow, it's pokey. It's not so good through here, and it looks like water just got in through this hole and then sat in there and rotted it out. So you know what? It probably would have held the gas tank, but why gamble? Alright, so I have this tool from Eastwood, and it has a step in it to make you a kind of a notch so that when you make a patch panel, it kind of sits more flush. And basically I'm going to go around the whole thing and create that little step. There'll be a little step all the way around that panel can kind of sit down into, and then make it more flush with the rest of the floor. So next I'll get a piece of paper, and that'll give me, I don't know if I want to bring the camera in here, maybe you can see it. I doubt it. Yeah, here's a step you can kind of see right there. And you can see it got kind of wavy in this area because I was trying to straighten out these beads. Yeah, it makes a seam all the way around. It's going to give it a flange basically to weld on. But I'll get some paper and we'll go from there.
I know you don't respect anything that
crazy about it. Just maybe template. It's going to give you some leeway. But there we are. Now we gotta turn that into metal.
We keep making the same mistakes, the same deflated story all over again. You're no good for me. We can't be the us that I wanted us to be. You're no good.
Okay, now we'll be cutting. Cut. I'm going to attempt to actually cut this black line off. With those shears, that means we are going to lose the piece of metal that it's on. And they do like a straight line. They'll do this minor curve that's right there in the back of that wheel well. The rest of it's pretty straight. That is going to be a waste of some metal. See, nothing good coming over here. Here's some waste. I know. But I'm not a huge fan of the death wheel. No, this is some masterful videography, capturing video, whatever. But there we go. That's my process on making a template and making a patch panel, and then I'm gonna have to, hammer some stuff up there where but it's really close. There's enough flange. I think I can take these off now. There's enough flange that you could some self-tappers. Self-tap that in there and call it done. I'm probably not doing that, but if somebody wanted to, I would totally understand. But I think I'm probably just going to stick to my MIG, because I actually know how well I can get it done with a MIG. Okay. Patch panel's in there. Patch panel's made. I drilled the patch panel because I'm going to plug weld this as opposed to trying to stitch weld all the way around it. And basically came to that conclusion, or that decision, instead of stitch welding this whole thing in there, because if somebody comes in later after me and decides they want to put a actual patch
spare tire patch in here. It's just going to be a waste of my work anyway, so we're going to plug weld it and then seam seal it, and it'll be good enough. Probably going to get gloves on here. Definitely wear a mask while I'm doing it because I burned my eyes once when I was a teenager and it sucked so bad. So, safety glasses. And I want to get some wire cutters just in case. I'm not a professional, so it'll be as good as we can get it. It's pretty lined up with where I wanted it. I want to get a few spots put together first, and I'm probably gonna have to figure out a way to lift up this trunk floor so that these work pieces of sheet metal will be closer together.
Wanna hang in the cut like an oversized nail. Got a bird's eye view but still moving like snails. Close to some greatness and still can't prevail. Keys all in your pocket to break up out themselves. Hunger motivation be the leverage for the bail. Wanna chill in paradise but still living like hell. Would I be your friend if the truth I didn't tell? The silent words of omission is still a lie. It could never just be truth untold. Cause when the lights come on and that truth unfold, what your heart once hid becomes exposed. And there is ones too you can't be consoled, cause the selfish will of your heart you impose. The love of your life is about to explode. Out of the safety bottle that you enclose. Can brokenness be mended? Maybe, who knows? I gotta live my life right, if not I might end up in the lake of fire. I gotta make the change tonight, I might not wait to see the world tomorrow. Holy temple, you can't enter this be God body. I ain't misses you can't hit. Go somewhere and cry about it. Keep living in your sins. One day you gon' die by it. Stupid is exactly as Goofy does. Yeah, your pockets run deep, but you can't buy my love. Why you all up in my DM trying to climb up on your BM? Ride or die. You killed them with looks and charm. Careful cause a warm embrace could do you harm. Gaslighter could never ever make the world brighter. Life has been turbulent, believing in spite of all the inconsistencies, losses in the dubs. Internet daily haters always want to sub. Feed them all with love. Here goes some jolly hugs. God is calling on you. That's that pull on that tug that you feel on your heart. No, it's not a sick bug. Always did the most. Never listen to reason. Righteous thoughts escape your mind. Couldn't tell you was tweaking. Homies had enough. Left your side. You called it treason. Trauma did you dirty. Turned your heart cold. It's freezing. Ain't no peace around you. Even with who you pleasing.
See if maybe I can see better now. Before I started this process, I had the internal debate of doing this with MIG or TIG, and as pitiful as my MIG skills are, my TIG skills are worse. So I have the tools, I have the hardware tools, I don't have the software tools in my head to help me. Alright, now I gotta figure out how to keep weight on this crap. That's not true. It is.
that's that. Nothing amazing. Like I said, it's all gonna get seam sealed. I'll bust this down with the wire wheel and stuff, and then I'm gonna paint after I seam seal it. What? Or plug welds. You can see them. I'll probably knock that section I pushed up back down. See if the welds hold up. But that's what we got. From there I gotta mark it out for the location of the spare tire deal. This piece goes in there somewhere. If this was a patch panel that was going to stay here forever, you know, if I was sure that nobody else would ever come in here and decide to just put a real patch panel in, I would probably leave it be. Well, let's see if that camera makes it through this time. Damn it, now I was not paying attention. Damn loud. The one piece just fell out. The other piece is still pretending. Could have just put a fuel cell in this car. Not exactly what I had planned for. Okay, let's see. That side, man. That side is not. So next I'll have to drill some holes. I'm going to plug weld this into place. You can take a look at this one and see if it is visible what they did from the factory. Not especially, but you can see maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they did plug welds at each of the corners and 2 in the middle, and I will duplicate that effort. I will drill those holes and get back to filming when I'm done with that. So I'm doing that with a drill press. Alright, so I think I've got it prepped. I drilled my holes in this. I cleaned all of this. That's all going to get scuffed and then put some paint. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put paint under this, because once this is welded in, you can't get this area. And then if it doesn't have something protecting it, water's just going to sit right there and then rust that spot out again, which is probably what happened to begin with. It's a pretty common failure, which is why they make the thing.
I'm just another patient who life ain't appreciated. I'm hospitalized on the bed overhearing their conversation. They want me to give up. They're saying I won't make it. I said I'll give up, but I'm still intoxicated. Hey, wait, I'm trying to go to the bright side, but
Man, now this paint takes a little while to dry, but the color match is pretty phenomenal. And it usually finishes pretty nice. Sometimes it's really slow to dry, so I may not be welding this today. Make sure I got the spots I was trying to get. I have to get the trunk floor ready to get some kind of protection on it. You know, and what I'll be using is that Rust-Oleum, man, what is it called? Rust reformer. And basically you get any of the loose rust off, which I've already gone through here and wire brushed and sanded the loose stuff and then wiped it down. I mean, there's just not much left on it loose. Dug a mouse nest out of here and a mouse nest out of here. Finally cut these hideous tailpipes off that were here. If you look just up to that right in front of my finger, that is probably the 100th dirt dauber nest in this car. The quarter panels on the car are pretty rough, and if you look here, you can see somebody just slathered a coating of Bondo on them, and that is the primary reason why the quarters are so bad, is because they just slapped Bondo over old rust and sent the car on its way. But they didn't just put a little Bondo. If you look right there, I thought that was a dirt dauber nest. That is somebody's exceptional Bondo work. It's actually stuck there. I can't get it off. As you can also see, the Bondo is just hanging down at the bottom of the quarters. So, I'm sure that's not what the owner thought he was getting when he paid somebody to paint it. If it is, then he got what he paid for. Alright. So, it did take, maybe last night I could have got to it after a while, but the paint's dry now, so what I'm going to do is mark these holes because I want to clean up this area a little bit. Clean the paint off so I get contact. For each of these spots. Just for basically my welds have enough challenges that I don't need to make any more challenges. Probably need to get something up underneath there to raise those sections up that are not making good contact.
Hey, wait, I'm trying to go to the bright side, but the dark side keeps pulling me. Stay in the room. I think the doctor's using me. I know you're overthinking, can't deny it, just admit it, girl. Oh, I'm steady driving right around in this crazy world. Speeding, drinking, going up Mulholland Drive. I know you just wanna be right by my side. I know it's hard for you to be alone this time. I just wanna make it through the night. I'm just another patient who life ain't appreciated. I'm hospitalized on the bed, overhearing their conversation. They want me to give up. They're saying I won't make it. I said I'll give up, but I'm still intoxicated. Hey, wait, I'm trying to go to the bright side, but the dark side keeps pulling me. Stay in the room. I think the doctor's using me. Hey, wait, I'm trying to go to the bright side, but the dark side keeps pulling me. Stay in the room. I think the doctor's using me.
Okay, that's all for up here. Get resituated and go underneath.
Okay, so there we go. Going to be a few videos coming out on this. Try to get them out pretty quick, not all a week apart, just so we can kind of push through this deal. And just with every car, you got to have fuel, got to have air, got to have spark, got to work on the fuel part. The gas tank had holes rusted through the top of it, so it was pretty bad. Definitely not reusable. But you know, the floor where it actually supported the tank was also rusted through, so just had to fix it. And it's not the perfect way to fix it, but it was certainly the more economical way to fix it. And I used, you know, halfway right parts to do it. So there's the in-between way to fix something like that. So there it is. And man, I thank y'all for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff.